All right, so welcome back to part 2 for the Shein full face makeup. I already did my eyes. This is kind of like what it looks like afterwards. So I had split my other video in half because it was just way too long. So this half, I'm going to show you all the stuff I got from Shein as like for my base, like everything like foundation, concealer, and all that stuff. So this is how it looks now. So just keep on watching and I'll show you what I think about the products and how they applied and all of that stuff. I'm gonna move on to my face. Again, I don't have a primer. I did moisturize, but I don't really use primer anyway, so. All right, so I had got three foundations in 3 different colors because I wasn't sure about the color range. So the first foundation is called the Shein Silky Matte Liquid Foundation, and it's this foundation in the color light beige 104. So I'm gonna swatch this one, and I really do like the packaging on this one, and it has a pump, it's glass, a lid, and I feel like this foundation feels very expensive. So I don't know why like other drugstore brands and high-end brands that don't have a pump, that drives me crazy. It's like, why are the cheaper brands coming out with pumps and you're not? Light beige. It's this one right here. The next one is called Silky, the Shein Silky Ultra Wear Foundation, and it's another one, glass with a lid and a pump, and this one is in the color beige number 2. This one is in the color beige, and I really do like this color better than this one. See how it kind of oxidized pink or peachy, and I'm kind of upset about that because this is the more matte one. This one's, I guess, normal. The other one I have is that F brand, whatever that is. This one in the color warm beige. This one it kind of looks dark, so. And this one is plastic, but it does have a pump, and the pump isn't too bad. Actually, I like the packaging on this one even though it is plastic, but oh, and this one has SPF 15. That is in the color warm beige. This one I'm gonna use even though I still think it's a little bit too dark, but we're gonna work with it. All right, so I'm just gonna go right into like applying this. So I don't have any tools. I didn't buy any tools from them. I don't even know if they've had them. I don't remember. I know I made this order a couple weeks ago, so I don't remember. But I'm gonna use my foundation brush just to like evenly. This smells like it has it's fragrance. So if you don't like fragrance, this has a lot. It smells good actually. It smells like perfume, but not like a strong perfume. It's kind of like floral perfume, but it's reminding me of something. I just can't figure it out. So I do really like the way it's applying. Even though it's a tad bit too dark for me, I think I could get away with this when I get a little bit tan. But I do like the way it's applying. I'm gonna take the sponge and make sure everything is nice and even. This one's kind of dark. I don't plan on leaving this on all day, so I'm not really worried about blending it in all the way like down my neck. But I really like this foundation. I mean, I would say it's like a medium because I don't really have a lot to cover, so I can't really, judge it by how much it's covering. But I like the application of it. It went on smooth, like really smooth. So the color, I don't know about on camera, but I know the color, it's not too bad. I just know it's gonna probably oxidize just a tad bit, but it's settled in like everything nice and smooth. I don't see any I just don't see anything wrong. So now I'm gonna conceal, and I already tried out the concealer. I really like it. I already explained why. So let's see. But it's like a medium coverage, I think. Like a natural kind of matte or natural, I don't even know, but it does dry, so like it gives you a little bit wiggle room. But I feel like if you're a little bit slower in your makeup, you could do, you know, one eye at a time. And I would say a little bit goes a long way. This one, like, see how I felt like I had to like leave the concealer here because it was going a little bit too down. That's from using a little bit too much. I am loving the way my face looks right now. I like the concealer, I like the foundation. I'm curious to see like the other colors maybe I could use for contouring. I didn't get like a contouring cream or anything, but I'm curious now. Let's see how it looks close up. I really do like the concealer. The concealer is more of a medium coverage. I still see, how do I got on my nose? I still see a little bit of like darkness in here. I don't know if you could tell. I don't have a lot of darkness, but you could see a tad bit in here. So I'm gonna try to go in maybe to see how it layers. Just in here. Alright, so I'm going to set my foundation. I have a pressed powder and a loose powder. So the pressed powder is by the F brand again. I'm not going to bother saying it, but this one. And it's in the color number 2. It's like a normal pressed powder. This, I'm going to swatch this one too. So this is the color. It kind of blends in with my skin. It looks darker in the pan than when I like apply it. And the other one, the loose setting powder, is an oil-free setting powder in number 2. This one came, this little pressed powder came with a little puff. It is so cute. So this one is in the color 2. I thought this was gonna be a little bit more lighter, like it, but see that? So it's darker in the pan, but I feel like on my finger it looks lighter. So I'm gonna set everything. I'm gonna use the loose setting powder for like my T-zone, and then everything else I'm gonna use the pressed powder. Now I'm gonna take the pressed powder and do the rest of my face. It does have some kind of color, but I guess because the foundation is a little bit darker, so it kind of goes with it. So I'm gonna get close up. I know I'm looking kind of pale, but I don't know. I like the way my skin is looking. I feel like it's like nice and matte, even though the foundation wasn't matte, but the powder did leave it nice and matte. And I really do like it. I feel like it doesn't even look cakey neither. I am really picky, like when it comes to like face stuff. Like I'm really picky in general with my makeup, and I usually lean towards like what I know, so I always use the same powders and the same foundation that works for me. But this foundation and powder is looking so cute. It's not making me look cakey. Like I really do like the way this is coming out. All right, so I'm gonna finish the under eye. You know what, I'm going to use a little bit of that blue on the outer. So I'm gonna take that liquid shadow again and add that to the bottom inner corners. So I feel like that kind of like opened up my eyes a little bit more, and I think it looks so cute. All right, so my eyes are done. I love the way they came out. I feel like this little pop of shimmery or whatever iridescent thing on the bottom makes it look so cute. So I'm gonna finish the face. I have this contour palette by Shein, this one, and it has 6 colors. actually forgot to get like a highlighter. I didn't really see a highlighter, but I honestly thought this color in here was going to be shimmery enough to do and to be in highlighter. It's called Queen of Ice. It is shimmery, but it's more like a satin. It's not as shimmery as I thought. So I may just use the eyeshadow, maybe like the gold eyeshadow. Yeah, probably just use this gold eyeshadow from the palette on my cheeks just to see if that will work as a highlighter. So I'm going to take, so the two colors called Tanned Garlic. So this of course looks like the Anastasia palette. These two look too warm, so I'm gonna try this one and then maybe warm it up with these if this one's too cool. So this color is looking a little bit patchy, but I like the color. I just don't like how it's looking a little bit patchy. So I don't know if it's like holding on to like maybe spots or like foundation. I don't know. It's doing something. So this is definitely like a contour color for my skin tone. So out of the other bronzers, this one seems a little bit too pink. This one looks more warm. So I just added a little bit of that bronzer shade. I'm gonna go in with blush. Oh shit, I forgot I had a liquid blush. Oh damn it, I wanted to really try this. Ew, look at this. So this liquid blush I got is Shein in the color Orgasm. This is kind of like a inspiration off of Fenty. See how the packaging and stuff. So this color, it's pink. So the blush I got in Shein is called Face Palette Powder. I don't know why it's called Face Palette. The blush is called Tangerine. It's this one. It's kind of like a gradient effect. See, it goes from light to, it's like a peachy to like pinky peach. It smells funny though. It smells weird. Kind of like chemically. If you really smell it, it smells like chemically plastic. Ugh. That's weird. I like the color. I don't like the smell, so I don't know if I'll be using that. Alright, so on to highlighter. I'm gonna still try this highlighter from the palette. The Queen of Ice. That's probably not gonna show up. It's like really light, like subtle highlighter. For someone who doesn't want shimmer, this would be for them, but I like it more shimmery. See how it's like more satin? It's not shimmery, but I'm gonna do this here and then apply the gold on top. It doesn't look bad, I just want it to look more shimmerier. So I'm gonna take the gold from the palette and see if that works. Oh my god. So that's working a little bit. I just can't use a lot because it's kind of chunky. All right, so onto lips. They didn't have a lip liner that I liked. I don't even think they had one actually. I don't know, I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of stuff. But I have two lipsticks here. But I have two and they're both matte. And I really like the packaging of this one. See this? This is the Shein, and all you have to do is push this and then this comes out. And that's the lipstick, and it kind of like locks in, so you can't take it out. You have to push this and then it comes out. And I have this one in the shade Milk Tea. Of course, it's more like a nude, and that's this, like a pinky nude. And the other one is Shein matte lipstick as well. They're both matte. This one is in the shade Beach Babe, and this packaging is like a regular bullet lipstick packaging, and this one is a little bit darker and a little bit pinkier. So that's this one. So I'm going to use the more nude one. That's like the more brownie color. I don't have any lip liner, so I'm gonna just go right in. This color went on really good. It kind of reminded me of the ColourPop matte lipsticks, but this one's a little bit more hydrating. And I love the packaging. Like, I feel like, how is the packaging like this and it's cheap, like a cheaper brand? Alright, so I am back. I took out my hair, but I love the way my makeup came out. I think it looks so cute. I mean, this is not like the normal color that I normally use, so it's a little bit weird to me, but I wanted to, you know, switch it up a little bit. So, but this is the look. So my favorite things, I kind of like all of them. I liked everything except the fact that my two foundations weren't like a good color. I feel like the colors were weird, so I'm pretty sure the other colors are gonna be a little bit weird. So if you do get the foundation, get this one instead, because this one had like the better color. And I just didn't like the smell of the blush, even though it is a nice blush, but I didn't like the smell. But other than that, I liked everything. I really did. Again, this is like my first impressions. I don't know how this is gonna wear, but let's see later. I do have oily skin, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure my makeup is not gonna last more than 4 hours, like my face makeup. But I hope you guys enjoy this little haul makeup tutorial using Shein, and I will see you on the next one.